And we're live, and it's LocalSupport client meeting preparation, just starting 10 minutes in advance, get the old preparation done, get on the screen share. Here we go, let's just check out what's going on with the client meetings. Time for meeting 101. Let's sort that out. Let's know. Do I want to know about that? Oh, let's see. Yeah, okay, I told them I'd do it, so let's... So this one is going to be meeting 101. Gosh, 101 meetings, wow. Okay, let's put that in there and say... Oops, wrong thing. It's charity person. They have their hangout. Okay, so let's just grab the previous week's stuff. Meeting 101. So now I think Rachel did. I guess what we will put into here is we've got review prototype for showcase as a key thing to do. That's it. I think that is also done, so I'm going to move that over there. There's something I thought Rachel had sent me. She had sent me a follow-up of a person to contact. Team London. Okay. Him. Okay. Let's just do that. So Sam contacts our APIs. And let's make that be so. Doing it now. Right. To this person. I sent somebody about API already. Okay, copying the message contents from API for Team London. Hi, this is Dominic. Rachel from Voluntary Action House Cooperative gave me your email. API for Team London to get volunteer opportunities. Just CC Rachel on that. Okay. Change that to about API. Access for Team London volunteer opportunities. Okay, so that's sent, that's done. I've got to work out what the prototype is, which so I don't know if I want to share that. I've definitely shared it with, I've got to find it now, website 2. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's the prototype. There it is. So that's the prototype for the showcase. Okay. Let me just, what's up with that? Should we just not have a link? I don't want a link. Yeah, God. Let's do that. London.gov. Team London. Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay, so that's there. Our meeting set up. Yes. We've got this. Okay, getting there. Okay, and I'm right. I think I need to go to the, let's do it here, to the pivotal tracker. And so we had some comments from places from, let's go and have a look in here. And that's the client meeting. Notifications. I can't edit that. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, and so we had questions in local support about, so we've also got the pull requests. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is a new one. Is that, that's ready? That's ready to be pulled in, is it? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, uh, ready to be pulled in. I guess either way. Means a market issue. Hello there. Who's that? That's Jose. Hello, Jose. How are you doing? I see you're muted. I'm just doing preparation. Hopefully the LocalSupport client should be turning up shortly. I will say, in case you can't hear me, I'm going to say hi in the chat. No requirement to talk. You can just observe. That's always good. Okay. So I'm not quite sure what they're doing with that one. Going back to LocalSupport there. So we'll sanitize. What's this? We've pivotal track we've got. It takes me there. That's not helpful. So what I'm trying to do now is just go to. We've had updates. I guess this is the particular story. So okay, Michael. So we could close this up now. I guess I'm just gonna bring up messages app. Let's alert the client as the meeting start time. Okay. Right. So that's the first issue from John. No, that's Michael. So is that? This is the same one. Okay. Oh, hello there, Rachel.
Hi, Sam.
How are you doing?
I'm all right, thanks. I just was working out why I couldn't hear you. It's because I hadn't pressed the join button.
Okay, right, there we go. Yes, yes, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
We've got Jose sitting in, who's just another of the people interested in what's going on. Yeah, so here we are, and I'm recording already because I've just been sort of setting up, and we're good to go. Do you have anything in particular you would like to add to the agenda today? I will just put my these buttons with the screen share on. Where's it gone? Here it is. There it is. Yes. Here we go. So yeah, anything particular to add to the? Oh, that's the old one. To the agenda.
I've got another potential funder. I'll find the link in a minute. But
okay.
I don't remember what it's called now.
Okay. Cool. Well, we can come to that. Good show. Okay. Yes. Well, let's just start off then by reviewing our outstanding action items. So yeah, the proposed edits, that's all been taken care of. I'll just delete that there. I think we've said, you know, we don't need to keep mentioning Alex particularly, so we'll just get rid of this. Yeah, so with do it, I believe. Yeah, so I followed up with do it about the. We'd be interested if we had a grant. I don't think I heard anything further from them on that. I mean, I guess, you know, as soon as they hear we don't have any money, it's like bye bye. So yeah, yeah, nothing more from them. So that's done. That's still to give you some invoices. I haven't done that. You were in the process of creating a MailChimp account specific to Harrow Community Network?
Well, I haven't really started. I just thought when we're at that stage that we need one, it's quite easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah. Shall I remove that so I don't keep reminding you about it? Yeah. Just get rid of that. Yeah. Okay. So that's for me to remember. So, and I have now contacted. I sent an email just now to Dominic Bloomfield at Team London about the APIs. So yeah. That's all that.
I don't think it's his area, but I just thought sometimes when you've got a relationship with someone.
Oh, absolutely. No, I mean, particularly because I was submitting through a form on the website.
Yeah.
And yeah, no. So thanks for that. Good show. Yes. So first up, I've got something a little bit different for you. In as much as this is something that the Makers students have been working on, and this is not particularly local support. Well, it's sort of you'll see in a minute. I mean, actually, what I want to do is sort of send you. I'll bring it up here, but I want to send you the link. Actually, what I'll do is I'll send you the link and have you navigate around it. So there's a link I've put into the chat. Maybe do you want to share? Can you share your screen? Do you want to try and do that?
Is it this evening oasis?
Yeah, it is. Do you want to share your screen first before you click on any links? I don't know. We'll see if this is going to be painful, but you know how to share your screen in Google Hangouts.
Can you send the link again? Because I clicked on it and I quickly took it off.
Well, don't worry about the link. I can't see your screen at the moment, so let's first make sure we can see your screen. So to see your screen, we need you to click on the screen share button.
Screen or Google Hangouts?
I would do the entire screen. Would be the way to go.
Right, should be.
Yeah, it sometimes takes excuse me, a few seconds for it to come up. It's got the indication that the screen share is starting, but it hasn't. And it's going black, and maybe something will happen soon. It's thinking about it. But anyway, in the meantime, in principle, you can be clicking on the link for the this evening Oasis, And what this is what a group of Maker students have created as a kind of a showcase app for Agile Ventures. Now, at the moment, yeah, your screen's just still black. I guess maybe it's not working from your end. So we'll maybe, I mean, feel free to play around with it on your side.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean your screen share is unfortunately not working, which is and that's not to be helped. I've got the site here up in front of me. I don't know if you can either see it in the Hangout that I'm displaying, or the particular thing was, we wanted to give you the site so that you were able to click around inside it. But maybe can we simulate that perhaps by do you want to pretend like I'm your computer and you just tell me if you look at my web interface, that's right, my screen share. So just have a little look at this and tell me if you want to scroll up or scroll down or click on it.
Just go down. Okay, go back to the top. I'm just wondering if I didn't know what the project was about.
Go on.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
That's right. That's right. I mean, and take more time. I just wondered if we might have lost the connection. But yes.
I just wondered that where you've got big request help your charity.
Yes.
Maybe in that it just needs to have it be more specific. So I don't think it's the right wording, but IT development help.
Okay. Yes.
Just so if people only read that.
Yes.
Because that's nice and clear and
big.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Yeah, so it says request at the moment. It says request help for your charity. It may not be clear what kind of help people would be requesting. Yes, so the terminology could be changed there. Yeah, that's a good point. Any other thoughts? There are also places to click if you'd like me to investigate the site.
So where would I guess where can you click?
Is it not clear where you can click from looking at?
Not looking at yours. Let me look at it on my one. Because normally it goes, I guess. Okay, I'm opening it up. I'll just open it up on mine. I'm just going to scroll down.
Yeah, if you click anywhere, tell me where, and I'll follow so we can capture it for the recording.
I'm just sort of going down, so I see you can visit the individual sites.
Right.
I would have your "How can we help you?"
Yeah.
At the top.
Okay.
Oh, does it, if you do request help for your charity, does it take you to the same place? Okay, no, that's fine. You've got it at the top. Request. Yeah.
So did you just you clicked through on how we can help you?
Yeah, I wonder if I wouldn't have realised that straight away. So maybe where it says charities we have helped.
Yeah.
Instead of having that say, I don't know, at the bottom it seemed more obvious.
That it's a link that you can click.
Yeah.
Yes, whereas at the top here, this could just be the title. The top one could be a title that's not obvious that it's clickable.
I think sometimes it's good to spell it out.
Yeah.
Request help, click here.
Yeah, right. Yes, I might just take some notes.
Just presuming people aren't very IT literate.
Sure. Yeah, so I guess we've got 2 points there so far, which is one, the title requests help for your charity could be more specific to IT help, and then we've got a second one, which is that Yeah, may need more obvious click here
Yeah.
to request help, for example. And possibly have that higher up. Yes, very useful feedback. Anything else? If you're clicking around in the site, do tell me where you've clicked so we can see.
Yeah, so what I've gone onto the page where you've got to sign up for.
The sign up page, yes.
My thought is how it is, you'll probably get people just knowing the type of IT help people want.
Yeah.
Just like websites or
right.
things like that. So I think if you want that sort of inquiry, that's fine. If you want to
right.
them out, I don't know if you'd probably get them anyway, even if you put more information.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for things that are a bit more complex, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I think it's yes and no. I mean, I think, you know, in some ways, I'm happy to have a wide funnel with lots of people asking for help and you know, and see what comes in. And
yeah.
you know, even if the people at the end of the day only want a WordPress site or a static thing, just the process of being able to discuss the project with them and discuss their needs with them is useful experience for developers who have maybe never discussed, you know, the needs of an organization with a third-party organization in the context of their technical solutions. So yes, but I mean, I guess what you're saying is, you know, could include wording to indicate
I think
that
if you don't mind those inquiries, leave it out, because I think the simpler the better. I would just suggest on the sign up that you've got project description, and in the box on the right, you say you want as much information as possible. I think a separate box for what sort of help do you need might be. Yeah. Otherwise, all you'll get is a description of a project, which people will probably start saying, you know, we want to provide a certain, you know, they might talk about the project, about the IT.
Yes.
So, but I think it's good to keep it simple as a sign-up.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, the interesting thing is it sort of represents. There was a little sort of. I was pushing the people developing this to keep it simple, and they were kind of had this idea of like people, you know, sign up, and then they can like submit a request for help that's kind of separate, and I guess there is a conflict here between, you know, registering yourself as an organization that's in need of help, and then, you know, registering that you have this need and then another need and then so on, and that sort of there's a sort of a conflict there with sort of trying to keep it all as simple as possible, and that conflict is maybe represented in the language.
I think just a simple second question, because people don't read stuff. So if you just put a project description and you don't ask the IT question, you might find they want, you know, you to fund them or something, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's like another box with, like, you know, help needed or something.
Yeah, but I would use the word IT or.
Yeah. I mean, from my point of view, in terms of keeping it simple, I mean, maybe the thing is, rather than having a project description, that this existing one should just say, you know, what help do you require?
Yeah. Put the word IT in there. Or
what IT help do you require? Yeah.
Yeah, that might be better, because actually it doesn't necessarily matter so much what the project's about.
Yeah.
IT.
Yes.
I mean, could you even have that box on the front page?
Indeed.
That is more important than having the different projects you've already helped.
Yeah. I mean, so help needed box could be on front page. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think the idea is with the you know, on the front page, it's sort of like to give you a flavour of the kind of things that, you know, have been done, can be done, and so on. But I actually, like, yes, I mean, given the amount of space, like, and particularly, it would seem quite easy. You could, I mean, I think the thing for me, just asking you a leading question, how do you feel about the email and the password things in here?
What to sign up to?
Well, I was going to say, in the context of, you know, like we've got that you get to there from clicking request help for your charity or how can we help you, and you end up on this page which says sign up, and then you do this, and it's asking you for an email and password.
Yeah, I guess people might wonder why you need a password.
Yes.
At this stage, you might just want their email and.
Right. So.
Yeah, I guess it depends how useful that password is for you.
Yes. I mean, I'm at the risk of kind of leading you to think something that you wouldn't have thought anyway. For me, and this is me personally, whenever I'm asked to put in a password, I'm kind of like, oh, it's like a little extra barrier to have me doing anything, and it's sort of, oh yes, if it's like, oh yes, this is a service, an online service like Amazon or Spotify where I think, oh yeah, I'm going to use this a lot and I really need this and so on, then it's like, no big deal. But if I'm coming in and I'm kind of like, oh, someone has mentioned this thing to me and I want to do this request for help, yes, I mean, I would agree with you that, it might be nice to leave asking for a password until later on. If you know what I mean.
I think so. I think it's not needed at that stage because it's just an initial inquiry, isn't it?
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, I'd maybe leave it out if you don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing that was implied by what you're saying is that we could, it could say something like, create a password to edit your request later on. But
but I guess
could
at the moment,
optional.
First step would be to filter out whether they're suitable or not.
Right. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think that I like your suggestion there of having because again, it's all about like the fact that page is click through somewhere else to somewhere else. Like if you've just got, if the box is here, it's like where you can just type in, this is the help that I want. It encourages the widest range of people to just say, oh, I'll just type it straight in and just do it. And I think that's certainly where I'm coming from. I'd like as many people as possible to submit.
Yeah.
And if we then had hundreds of thousands of people submitting, and oh my God, there's so much spam and random stuff, I don't know, that then we would start to make it more difficult. But in the first instance, before we know if anybody's going to ever click on it at all, let's make it as simple as possible to request help. Yes.
Yeah, because I think at the moment your home page, because people are used to websites looking quite whizzy and exciting.
Yeah.
Examples you've got might be technically very complicated.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very exciting.
No, I mean, yes.
It's like a spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's what I think that the choice of images here. I mean, our one here is the most exciting in some ways with the map on it.
Yeah, but even so, it's more about what's going on behind, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
I think a simple description and a sign up, and then they can always go and see charities.
Yes. Well, and I sort of think that maybe rather than necessarily pictures of the website, what it would have what might be more effective is if we had the logos for the organisations.
Yeah.
And the descriptions.
Yeah.
The
other thing is when you go to visit site, I don't know if it does it. Para Community Network, it does come to us. Just the first one, it goes to your Agile Ventures.
It does, because this one is a back-end product that it's not public-facing. So
that might be a bit off-putting just because it's so technical.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that this one is, it's helping Syrian orphans, and so it's like this really great project. I think actually probably what we might do is have that link to. There's a video that they've made about the whole project. Yeah, I mean, I can just. I mean, the way it's set up at the moment is it's got like edit functionality there. So it's got that link there. So I can go, in fact, I can just change that now, even. But this is their thing, and they've got a video presentation. And I actually had thought about doing that, but then they had data in it, and I worried, is that private data? But they very cleverly and sensibly used, dummy data.
Yeah.
But there you go, and let's change the. Anyway, so now that goes to the about the project presentation.
And just another small thing that we had Harrow Community Network, I remember one of the things, and I've just done the same. I'm like, how do I get back to the homepage? And I thought, okay, I click on Agile Ventures, but I think it's always worth having the word home. Again, this is aimed at non-techie people.
Okay, you mean so within this, within...
So you know, like you've got About Us, charity, sign up.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
I think you should still have the word home there because...
Have the word home.
I think sort of non-technical people won't necessarily link on to that.
Cool. Excellent. That's very helpful. Thank you. Well, that's extraordinarily helpful, and I guess I won't necessarily take up any more of your time with that one right now. Do feel free to play around with that later on if you have any other thoughts about it. One of the things that I'll just mention is thinking about. I mean, what I'm hoping to move toward, the big picture thing I'm hoping to move towards, is to have a destination that we can send people to. A bit like, so we have a Google form where people can sign up to ask for help, and that's of course a bit impersonal, and they can't edit their things afterwards and this, that, and the other. And I had this idea. One, I wanted to be able to try and showcase some of the projects that we've done and the outcomes, and then also have a custom site where you can sign up and ask for help, and kind of maybe if you need help and you're waiting for it, and then you can cancel it and so on. All part of trying to bring more help to more people, really. I guess one of the other things is I'm thinking about a business model for this, which I don't think I mentioned to you before, is I wonder if, and this is in your opinion, knowing charities and so on, if small charities might be willing to pay some trivial fee to be listed, for example. You know what I mean? Like we've kind of, it's not really, if you click on the charities link here, there's no request in there, but it would be like a list of the charities. I mean, the kind of, I'm not necessarily so keen on the kind of it being called request for help. I kind of want to be like, these are charities that are looking for IT help. Maybe it would be free to list, but maybe they would be like, if you paid £1 a month, then you could be bumped to the top of the list or something. Is that the kind of thing that you think charities might have the budget for?
I think you'd have to have evidence that people are coming to view.
That they would, that people were coming to view the list, yes.
And also the reason they would come to your website. I think if it was something more around like a donation website, it would work. I think that's the same thing, because we were thinking about that for our Harrow Community Network, and we charge people to go on it. But until you've got the traffic in, and you could say we've got X number of people searching.
Right.
I think you convince people what they're paying for.
Right. Well, I think what you're saying is that you would need to show to charities there was a certain number of people coming to the site.
Yeah.
Although I guess
Google, you pay for Google advertising, or we sometimes pay for Facebook advertising. They show you how many people.
Sure. Yes. I mean, we could certainly show the number of people. Although I guess in this situation, it's not that we're saying there will be so many. It's not like that we're going to say there's hundreds of thousands of developers. It's more that this is kind of like a boutique consultancy that does work for charities. And so, like, here's some of the work that we've done, and it's sort of, it's not in some ways so much that you would necessarily be browsed by some other random people, but that you would be, by paying the small fee, you would be maintaining yourself for consideration by the Agile Ventures, like you would be prioritized over other charities who weren't paying the subscription kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it's worth some considering. I think you'd have to explain that quite clearly.
Right. Yeah. I guess the value proposition would have to be explained very clearly. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's sort of, we have people who will come and pitch at the Makers Charity Jamboree and so on, and they're obviously willing to put a bit of time in to presenting themselves as wanting some help. And I wondered, if that, again, I'm just sort of thinking about it as like not to make any money out of it, but just provide a basic revenue stream that would keep the site running, and maybe pay for a little bit at administrative activities. Yeah, basically to cover the costs of keeping it kind of the whole thing up and running. But
yeah, I think it's worth considering, but I think you'd need enough charities listed
yes.
to make a difference. If you've only got 5 on there, then you open the page and you can see all 5.
Yeah.
I think once you've got a good number.
Yeah, well, and maybe it's not so much about a public list as more, you know, like that anybody can list, but then in order to be considered for, you know, the IT help support, then you're paying a basic thing to be considered, and you're not, you know, in the framework. But I agree, yeah, it all has to be very clear and so on. Anyway, thank you so much for spending some time on that. In terms of going back to our thing, I mean, the usual review is, I don't think we have any new things to show you this week. There's been a fair amount of activity, but it's all been sort of on fixing things up in the back and working things out and this, that, and the other. So yeah, there's not really much movement on the boards from the point of view of the high-level features. We've been getting a few new people set up with the project and so on, but so yeah, I don't know, unless there's anything on your end that you think kind of massively changes the priorities. I think probably there's not much to say here.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think my end is fine.
Yeah. Okay. And then, well, you were talking about a potential funder.
Yeah, it's another one I've come across. I've just sent you a link. It's the Information Technologist, a modern library company.
Okay.
So I've not heard of them before, but again, they seem to fund, you know, IT stuff for charities.
Okay.
So I haven't looked at detail, but I've sent you the link. And
yes, I've got it there, and I'm adding it to the meeting.
Yeah.
And so
unless there's a reason not to, then I will put an application in.
Okay. Yeah.
To do that in the next couple of weeks. So I'll probably use some of the stuff that I did last time. So
sure. Great.
I think I've got, if I need any information, I'll just come back to you. But.
Yeah. Cool. That's great. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm just double checking in here if there's anything that we need to clarify with you. But I think the answer is no in there. So well. So apologies that this ended up being a lot more about I've now lost the page. Where's the page?
That's all right. No, that's no problem.
Being more about. Oh yes, there it is. Yeah, more about the showcase than the other things. But yeah, really appreciate your time on that. And yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we'll try for next Thursday back to the usual 11, if that's all right.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine for next week.
All right. Thanks very much, Rachel. I'll have a good weekend.
Actually, next week I've got something, so I might have to. I'll email you anyway.
Yeah, we'll double check on Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice one.
Right, thanks, Sam.
Take care. Bye for now.